Morning, team.
Morning.
Morning. Everyone have a nice weekend?
Yes, thank you.
Good, okay. Well, we've got a busy day today, as usual. I think we all know each other apart from Cass, who's new to the team. Has everyone met Cass before? Why don't we introduce ourselves for her benefit? So I'm Alistair Lindsay, the cardiologist.
I'm Paul, charge nurse.
Sylvia, circulating nurse.
I'm Jenna, the radiographer. I'm Cassie, the tech.
Okay. So we've got quite a lot of things to do today. Paul, have you got the list of patients that was published?
Yeah, right
Okay.
here. We have a patient who we've been told by the wards her blood tests aren't back yet. So I was wondering if we should put her later on the list.
Is that Mrs. Johnson?
Mrs.
Yeah,
Johnson,
that's fine. It makes more sense. I'd quite like to know what her renal function is before we put her on the table. So let's move her down the list for now. Who else have we got next?
Okay, so first on the list is Mr. Smith, who has the latex allergy.
Right. So we have to do them first for that reason. Okay, that's fine. Who's next?
Next is Lady Westwood.
All right, so she's actually quite a complicated case, and definitely I'll need a scrub nurse with me for the whole procedure. Is that going to be possible today, or how many of you are around?
Well, second on the list, it should be fine. Although it's just Sylvia and I today in this lab, so it might be a bit difficult.
So later on, we could maybe time the breaks with the gaps in the patients. Would that work?
We'll see how we go.
Okay, all right. Number 3 is Mr. Jones. So Cass, he's a patient with quite a calcified right coronary artery, so that's the case we'll definitely need a rotablator for.
Okay, yep.
Would you mind digging that out and bringing it in?
Yep, I'll make sure it's all ready.
Okay, fantastic. Mrs. Patel?
Just with Mr. Jones, do you want the balloon pump in the room or do you want to leave it in the corridor?
I think bring it into the room. It's always safer to do it that way.
Okay, Mrs. Patel.
So she's a diabetic lady. I don't want to keep her fasting too long. So I think if the rotablator case is going to take a long time, we might just like to need the ward know that we need to check her blood sugar. All right, and next is Miss Johnson. She's the one with the blood test not back, so we'll wait. And last but not least, Mr. McDonald. That's right, so he's the guy with previous bypass surgery, but we don't know what the surgeons did exactly. So Jenna, would you mind just phoning the ward and just checking they've got the notes, because we'll need those. Sure. Great, thank you.
Okay, so so we need to finish for 5 o'clock. We can't run over today. I have an appointment and they need to be out of here as well. So
okay, so we make a last send time?
Absolutely.
What shall we say? I think probably if we get Mr. McDonald, the last case on the table by 4 o'clock, we should be okay. The only other thing, and that reminds me, is that we might need one of those new Asahi wires. Do you know the ones that we used last week?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I'll make sure we've got them before the case gets put on the table.
Fantastic, okay. Anybody got any other concerns or questions?
Do you want contrast in the pump for the first patient?
Ah, good question. Mr. Smith probably will do an aortogram. Yep, so let's do that. Sylvia, are you happy with everything?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well then, let's get to work.
All right, let's do it.